Bam, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Masculine Energy. I apologize if that scared the shit out of you. So in this video, I am going to talk about if you cannot lead yourself, you can't lead a woman. So I was writing my book and I was thinking about leadership, thinking about what men need to do, and I apologize if you guys hear sirens. I can already hear them coming. So, I need to move my office apparently. So, when you look at relationships, when you look at men and women and how they react and act with each other, you start to understand that the men cannot get complacent. Complacency, I believe, is the number one cause of breakups. I would say insecurity is a part of that as well, but I think complacency can really happen to anyone, and I believe that insecurities come when the complacency is faced by the girl. And when that is faced and thrown in the face of the guy, then the insecurity will come out because he's like, oh no, I can't change quickly. It takes time to change and blah, 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 blah. Now, on top of that, like we all know there are insecure men out there. There's tons of them. There are insecure women out there as well, of course, more often than not, So what you guys need to realize, and I've said this in other videos before, just in a different way, you just need to be able to control yourself, control your emotions, and start taking a leadership position. Now, what is a leadership position? And how do you lead your woman properly? A leadership position is just you taking the first step and taking direction. That's what leadership is. The first thing that comes to my head when I think of leadership is in the military. There is a commander or like a captain or somebody that takes the leadership role, that directs where the other squad mates or other soldiers are going to go. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. Be that. So when you want to come up with date ideas, you come up with them. When you want to come up with, when you guys dinner ideas, dinner dates, you come up with the idea first and then see what the reaction is. Now, I don't want you to have a back and forth. What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't want you to have that. What I want you to have is you come up with the idea first, knowing full well that she might reject the whatever you propose. She might reject the idea of you guys going to a specific restaurant. Take the leadership position in that way, and take leadership of your body, of your mind, and of your personal growth and all that stuff. If you can't lead, you're never going to get her to follow you. And what ends up happening kind of by mistake is the female tends to start leading the relationship, and that's not what she wants. Why would somebody want that wants to be submissive, that wants to be feminine? Okay? So if you aren't leading, if you're not leading properly, you're following and you're acting in a feminine manner. And why would a feminine woman that is a straight woman why would she want to be with another feminine? They're just going to butt heads. It's just not going to work. She's seeking a dominant mate. So that's the first thing that I want you guys to start paying attention to. Being a leader is attractive. Being a leader is something that is rare. What do I always talk about on my channel? Be extraordinary. How many leaders do you really see? How many people are you aware of that actually go out there and put themselves out there to be judged, right? So if you can't be a leader to her and put yourself in a position where she can almost talk down to you, where you almost put yourself in a position to be judged, like I said earlier, to be talked down to be but you don't let her do that. You don't let that happen. You if you laugh it off, or depending on the dynamic of the relationship. If you guys are too serious, and of course you just can't put up with it. But when my girlfriend challenges me on certain things, I laugh it off, and I go up to her and I'm like, I take what I want, and she loves that shit. So you just have to understand the dynamic of your relationship, but you still have to be a masculine leader. Don't even try, just do it. Okay. Focus on what you can bring to the table, and focus and think about where you want the relationship to go. And what you're going to hear a lot of the time is, as time goes by, you're really, really going to start noticing, like, she's going to be like, okay, like, I want to, she's going to be more attracted to you. She's going to be like, okay, like, I want to see where the next phase in our relationship is going to go. And that's when that's the marriage talk, right? And I know I'm kind of jumping all over the place with this, fellas, but I just want you to understand, taking a leadership position in today's day and age is a rare thing automatically. When you are able to put yourself out there like that and understand that it's only a matter of time. Like, what does Corey Wayne say? A 3% man. It's like the 3% man, they're followers. They're attention and approval seeking dudes. When you don't seek to get approval, you're just like, we're going this way. And if you don't want to jump in the car, don't bother. You know what I mean? As metaphorically speaking, then that's attractive behavior. That is exactly what chicks want. They don't want to. Basically, they don't want somebody who's afraid to be himself and to be willing to go out there and take what he wants. It's a dominant thing, and that's what they are looking for. So, fellas, dominate your mind, dominate your body, dominate, the relationship. Take it where you want it to go. Take it in the direction that you want it to go. Take it where you want. Be who you want to be. Chase your goals, your dreams, and your passions, and whatever the fuck floats your boat. You don't have to become a super millionaire. You can easily live off of 6 figures. You don't have to be uber rich. All that matters is that you are pushing for more. That you're more successful than she is in the manner of what matters to you. And when you make those things clear, like, you're like, oh, I don't really care about being a multimillionaire, but I'm never ever going to let my family suffer money wise. That matters. When you come forward and say things like that, that's when you're going to understand that's when she's going to understand that you are in front and you're pulling her with you. You're the captain of the ship. Be that. And if you want a coaching session with me anytime soon, message me on Instagram, masculineenergy.net, or email me at masculineenergy27@gmail.com. And I am done.